Hi, my name's Brian Lord, and I'm going to be speaking for Living Sent Ministries on July 11th, 11:30 a.m. in Murfreesboro at The Experience. So what I'm going to share is my story of how I was helped by some Christian business leaders, some friends, and some family, and how I learned in turn how to help make an impact on the world. I use as an example the Good Samaritan. So if you look at the Good Samaritan, he's not just a nice guy. He's someone who actually used his mindset, his skill set, and his toolkit to make an impact on that person's life. And so I've gone through some different stories in my life. One of them I call the big orange donkey story. So growing up in Indiana, 16 years old, borrowed my sister's car. I'm out in the country. This car, by the way, it was like a late 70s, early 80s Impala. It's just this big old boat of a car. I remember one time we were driving to track practice. The thing had no shocks. I'm with the 4x400 relay team. We hit a bump and we just start going like this. And Lamont in the backseat is like, man, I feel like we're in a rap video. So anyway, fast forward, it's winter in Indiana, and of course you could have 70s one day, and then you have like ice storm, snowstorm, ice storm. So the roads are terrible, but I'm still out on a Saturday night because I'm a dumb kid, out visiting friends in the country. I'm driving back. I'm got to get home by 11 o'clock. That's my curfew, 11 o'clock. And driving the speed limit, I left plenty of time, I thought. Anyway, no matter what I did, I went off the road. And somehow this big boat fit in between. I was looking at it as kind of a miracle. You've got the big telephone pole with a guide wire coming down. Somehow the car went in between without going through the guide wire or the phone pole. But I'm into this big snow drift on the side. Like I actually had to push the door open through the snowbank and crawl out, get back up to the road. I'm out in the middle of the night, out in the country. No hope at this point. There's no cell phones. And luckily, a friend of mine drives up, and we're kind of like those two kids in the commercial, like, what do we do now? I don't know. And I'm less worried at this point about having a car in a snowbank than I am missing curfew right now. So I'm kind of worried, not sure what to do. All of a sudden, the sky lights up, and there's this big roar, and like, what in the world is this? And this dude pulls up in this big orange pickup truck. I lived in Indiana at the time. We just called it orange. Right now we call it UT orange. And the guy has this big light array on top, comes up, walks by. So he's like, hey guys, walks by, burrows under my car, under my sister's car, I should say. Figures it out, goes back to his truck. He's got a winch, goes in, hooks it up, pulls it out, somehow doesn't hit anything. I don't know how he did it. Seriously, it took like 5 minutes. It was like a NASCAR pit stop thing. Guy walks by us after he unhooks everything, goes, see you guys, takes off. Never got his name. We were just kind of stunned, didn't know what to do. And thinking about it, that guy, if I had to make a guess, where do you think he went after that? He was probably just driving around looking for other people to help. He had the mindset that I can go out and help people. He wasn't thinking I'm going to go buy and do anything like this. He's like, I've got this skill set, being able to expertly pull cars out of snowbanks. I've got this great vehicle here. I'm going to go out and figure out how I can put that to use. So I'm sure every time it snowed, he was out there driving around the country looking for people to help. And so as you're going into your day and looking what you do, figure out not just money, what you can donate, but also what skill set do you have that you can use to help others? What's in your toolkit, whether it's a vehicle or different things that you have that you can use to help others. Anyway, looking forward to speaking to you and getting to meet a lot of you on July 11th at The Experience, 11:30 a.m. in Murfreesboro.